Welcome back to the foundation. This is Beethoven, and maybe I'm not gonna be that rapper that people aspire to be. Maybe I'm not even gonna be the producer that people aspire to be. Hey, maybe I'm not gonna have a career in music, but I definitely have ideas. You feel me? And it's just like I will always be an advocate as like no matter like what it feels like you have working with, right? Make it work in a way. Of course, there has to be like something that makes sense, but like I have this arrangement right here, and I was listening to it and I couldn't figure out how like the flow would be in terms of because it's an arrangement with the beat. How would the lyrics make sense, right? What would someone say, right? And it's just like maybe I'm overthinking it, obviously, but it's just like, um, it's like I feel like you couldn't do like a regular type of rap in a way because of just how it's patterned. I might be wrong. Okay, but like I thought of like a cool idea for this song, and I called it like Stacy and Tracy, Tracy and Stacy, right? And it's just like that kind of matters just because it's just like in each like section there'd be something different, to be honest, in a way. You feel me? And I'm gonna explain it because in each section, in terms of what the beat has, there's like different. It's just how there's just different. It's just arranged differently. There's different combinations of the patterns. So it's just like maybe not a lot of people think about this, but it's just like that would probably inspire a third pattern that also changes, which would be the artist, which would include flow switch, which would include um like just how the lyrics are put together in the song. Now the thing about it is that there's a lot of like amazing rap songs out there that don't have things that I'm talking about. It's just hard beats, knocking and shit like that. It's the most ghetto shit possible. And I probably you're like, yeah, I'm black, so I'll say that it's ghetto. So you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, like, I mean, white people could say ghetto, but I said it because like a lot of people don't think because my voice. You know what I mean? Fuck it. But like honestly, besides that, even though no one probably thought that was funny, it's kind of inside joke for me. It's just like when I take a further look at to what I'm doing, it's just like if I'm arranging it in a way that I like don't know how to arrange it in such a fucking stupid way that every other producer can arrange their beats. They do it so simple, right? I really need to just copy the blueprint. I'm just being so like nitpicky with it because like I met the sounds from scratch and it's how I want to introduce the sounds. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like from that concept of introducing the sounds, it's just like, well, how do you introduce different ideas with I guess lyrics, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So it's like what I'm gonna do right now, all right? And it's kind of like embarrassing in a way, but not really. And I'm gonna mumble rap because I didn't write anything down. But I have this idea of Tracy and Stacy because here's kind of what it is, right? Excuse me. So right here is like when you like have that talking introduction and shit like that. All right, and then right here is when I would start talking about Tracy. You feel me? And then I'll start picking up a little bit of energy talking about Tracy or something like that. But remember, Tracy has a friend. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays people call friends twins. Yeah, and that's Stacy. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I introduced Stacy, right? And it's a different type of vibe though when it comes to like the second part of this, right? See, notice how when it comes to like the instruments and stuff like that, how it's like this, right? I'm saying the snare, you're in like you don't know what these are because I don't have a label, but the kick is playing at the start of the measure, the snare is playing at the start, same here. The arpeggio is different, so it's just like I have to kind of have it a little bit different when I talk about Stacy, maybe. But it's just like, and then it changes up a bit. There's like a noticeable change as well, subtle, right? But we can kind of see that the arpeggio, which that's the arpeggio. By the way, it's playing all the way now. Instead of it being chopped up, I have it playing all the way. 808's playing all the way. Everything's playing basically now at this point. You feel me? So it's just like if you kind of understand what I'm saying. So it's just like in a lot of beats, right? When everything is playing, that's kind of when the chorus comes. You feel me? And it's just like everything before that would be the intro, but this isn't really the intro. You know what I mean? But technically, I'm introducing Tracy and Stacy. You feel me? Inside of this is what's happening right here. I know that probably sounds like confusing or something like that, but it's just like if I were to at like another sound, okay? And it's just going off like these ideas of like, okay, this is, this is what you have in the chorus, this is what you have in the verse. You take away stuff in the verse, in the chorus you have the most stuff. You can have even something more in the second half of the chorus. That's basically that idea right here. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you kind of see that things are chopped. Same thing, what I'm saying? You're not going to have everything. But like when we get to this part, right, of the idea, is when you have everything. So I'm going to go over it again because it's not labeled. I'm pretty sure I could add labels. This is the introduction where it's just like talking. You know what I mean? And this is when I, introduce Tracy. And this is when I start getting a little bit more energy talking about Tracy. You feel me? But then we introduce her friend, Stacy, right? Keep talking about Stacy. But then it's just like, because all these instruments are coming together, right? We're gonna switch it up a bit. You feel me? And I'm not adding another instrument, but it's such a dive. It's such a deep, not even a deep look, but it's such a maybe a critical way of looking at how to place lyrics or something over an arrangement, or see either one. It goes hand in hand. It's like a symbiotic relationship. You get better at lyrics. It's just like, or flow or something like that, or understanding, like whatever. It's just like you can get better at placing things in the arrangement. You get better at arranging things. It's like you understand like how you can put your lyrics in. So it's just, all this stuff was pretty much made from scratch. Besides, the drums and the sounds. Besides the drums and stuff like that. But it's just like, this is what it sounds like. Alright, so I'm about to mumble rap. Right now, okay? And I don't care if you guys think this corny. You don't even have to listen to it. But it's just like, it is what it is. I don't care. I just don't have lyrics for it. But alright, so let me tell you about some little fine shit that I met the other day. What's their names again? Well, like Tracy and Stacy. Yeah. But like, believe it or not, yeah, their names rhyme. But it is what it is. Hey, let me tell you about Tracy. Last thing, better down at Macy's. She gotta pay me. Got a bad bitch, she try to play me. To finesse, she fucking with the best. And put me to the test, but I know instant thing. She's a freak though. She a freaking hoe. Gotta walk like a percolator, but I'm not a hater. I see I can't rap, but it doesn't matter. Nothing instigated. With the racks, fit it for the back. Feel same with a favorite. Yeah, different does pay, but she got a friend in the cartoon. Her name is Stacy. I can't do it. It sounds so bad. I'd have to actually write it out. It sounds so bad. I don't care. I'm gonna keep it in. I don't know how. Man, go fuck myself. I'm not cutting this out because I'm not. It's embarrassing. It's not. But if I were to write this, even though it's not even worth writing down this idea for a song, in my opinion, like it'd be. It makes sense. I promise you, it makes sense. You think I'm crazy? You're crazy. Your mom's crazy.